I figured it out. You know, I was going through turmoil at home, personally. You know, with my wife. It wasn't her fault. It was my fault.
We filed a complaint against William Smokey Robinson Jr. We believe that Mr. Robinson is a serial and sick rapist that must be stopped.
Smokey Robinson, the legendary voice of Motown, has serenaded generations with hits like Cruisin and Tracks of My Tears. But now it's not music headlines he's making, it's lawsuits. In a shocking twist, 4 of his former employees are suing him for $50 million, claiming sexual abuse, forced labor, and more. But Smokey and his wife, they're not staying silent. They've just fired back with a $500 million counter lawsuit, claiming defamation, elder abuse, and an alleged money-hungry shakedown. This is a tale of trust, betrayal, legal firepower, and the dark side of fame. What really happened behind closed doors? Are these explosive allegations a cry for justice or a calculated cash grab? Let's break it all down. The internet was rocked when news broke that 4 anonymous women, former employees of Smokey Robinson, filed a stunning lawsuit accusing the singer and his wife of some of the most serious offenses imaginable. These women, listed in court documents as Jane Does, claim they were subjected to years of mistreatment, including unpaid overtime, lack of proper breaks, and even more disturbingly, sexual assault, false imprisonment, and gender-based violence. They've come forward asking for $50 million in damages, asserting that what went on inside the Robinson household was far from the public image of warmth and Motown charm. The plaintiffs have also filed police reports, adding criminal weight to their civil claims. According to TMZ and other sources, the women allege repeated and systematic abuse over an extended period. But this isn't a one-sided story. And Smokey Robinson is not going down quietly. In a jaw-dropping counterpunch, Smokey and his wife Frances have responded not just with denials, but with their own $500 million lawsuit. Yes, you heard that right. $500 million. Their counterclaim accuses the 4 women of defamation, financial elder abuse, invasion of privacy, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and even civil conspiracy. Smokey's legal team isn't just calling this a misunderstanding, they're saying this is a premeditated attack designed to shake down a vulnerable icon for cash. Smokey's side argues that these weren't just employees, they were treated like extended family. The lawsuit includes alleged texts, messages, and photos showing a warm relationship between the Robinsons and the accusers, birthday wishes, vacation photos, and even invitations to family events. One of the most telling pieces of evidence? A photo of a vacation in Cabo San Lucas, reportedly paid for by Smokey and Frances, celebrating one of the accusers' birthdays. Another exhibit shows a message inviting Smokey to a graduation dinner, calling him family. The Robinsons claim these messages prove the accusations are not only false, but maliciously timed and fabricated. Let's talk about the receipts, because Smokey's lawyers came ready. They submitted screenshots of affectionate texts, alleged voice messages, and even a list of generous gifts Smokey and Frances had given over the years. According to the legal filing, these included paying for dental work, purchasing concert tickets, covering travel expenses, holiday bonuses, and personal gifts. Smokey's team says these women knew the couple's daily schedule, access codes, and even where their most valuable belongings were hidden. In the cross-complaint, they allege the former employees used that closeness to exploit the Robinsons once they were no longer on the payroll. The legal team also argues that the alleged victims have turned this into a media circus, choosing to file anonymously while launching damaging accusations that made headlines. They are now asking the court to strip the anonymity of the Jane Does, claiming the public deserves transparency, especially when such serious allegations are being made. But here's the thing, whether guilty or not, being accused of sexual assault is devastating, especially when you're 85 years old and considered a national treasure. Smokey Robinson's reputation is now under fire like never before. Smokey Robinson is not just a singer, he's a cultural institution, a Motown pioneer, a recipient of the National Medal of Arts, a man whose voice helped shape American music for over 6 decades. So the idea that he's now being dragged into court for sexual misconduct is shocking to fans and peers alike. The host of this video, Chronicles of the Gray-Haired Diva, made a poignant point. At this stage in his life, why would he risk everything? It's a fair question. Smokey Robinson is 85. His wife Frances is 83. Why now would they begin to mistreat employees in such extreme and criminal ways? Of course, we've seen other legends fall from grace before. Bill Cosby, R. Kelly. There's a long list. Many fans were particularly disturbed by the timing. The accusers reportedly sent friendly messages and attended family events during the exact time period when they claimed the abuse was happening. Is this a sign of a complicated power dynamic, Stockholm Syndrome, or could it be, as Smokey alleges, a strategic move to gain access, and later, leverage? It's also worth noting that the plaintiffs have yet to provide solid, dated evidence of abuse. Smokey's side is using that to question their credibility. At this point, it's your word against mine, and the stakes are sky high. This case is also raising serious questions about how celebrity legal battles are being covered. As Smokey's lawyer put it, the media has already turned this into a circus. He's not wrong. With every clickbait headline and anonymous quote, the damage to Smokey's reputation deepens, even before a trial begins. At the same time, some advocates argue that media attention helps victims feel empowered to speak up. They believe silence is what protected abusers in the past. The Robinsons say the anonymity of the Jane Does is unfair and are pushing for their identities to be revealed. But the accusers' legal team argues that anonymity is essential to protect them from retaliation, harassment, or even threats. So what happens next? The original $50 million lawsuit will likely go through preliminary hearings first. That means the plaintiffs will need to present compelling evidence of abuse. If the court finds their claims plausible, the case will proceed to trial. At the same time, Smokey's $500 million countersuit is looming, and it could put the accusers in serious financial danger if the court sees their claims as false or malicious, which would take this from a civil case to a criminal trial. Until then, we're in legal limbo, and the public will keep watching, speculating, and forming opinions in real time. This is more than a courtroom battle. It's a legacy on trial. Whether Smokey Robinson walks away cleared and vindicated, or if deeper truths come to light, only time and hard evidence will tell. What do you think? Is this a tragic misunderstanding or something darker lurking beneath the surface? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe if you want to stay updated on everything as this story unfolds. This is far from over. Until next time, stay smart, stay skeptical, and stay tuned.